All right, so it's about 1:30 in the morning, which is not that uncommon for me to be working at this hour. I can count on one hand the amount of times that I've gone to bed before 12 o'clock since this whole Cultivate thing started, and that number is definitely a big fat zero. I'm just wired that way, man. I've always been that way where my mind just kind of comes a little more alive around this time. So I always use these quiet hours at night to work on creative stuff. This is when I write most of my blog content. This is when I get into the word a little bit. And I started this, going through this. It's called The Uncommon Life by my man Tony Dungy. Um, Really good stuff. It just takes you through day to day, kind of like I'm doing with Cultivate, actually. Um, but this is just, I mean, this is the time when I think. So, on top of all of the outreach stuff that I'm trying to put together, like I mentioned, I'm working on Cultivate meetings. And the purpose of that is just to kind of connect everybody in recovery, one, and two, to connect those people in recovery with the rest of the world. And also just to spread awareness, you know, about addiction. There's such a gap um, that needs to be bridged just in terms of people understanding how widespread this thing is. And, you never know, like if you're at a restaurant or whatever, who's going to be an alcoholic or an addict in there and the triggers that people have. I just want to make people a little more aware of that kind of thing. Um, so, on top of all of that, I also spend a lot of time working on the Cultivate brand. I'm really passionate about marketing and just all things creative. I have a little bit of a retail background as well, so I just enjoy, like, if I have an idea, um, I like using this time to make that real, whether it's a shirt design or an idea for a blog post or, whatever it is. So that's what I work on all night, every night. And eventually this thing's gonna blow up and I'm gonna have help. I'll have a marketing team that does this full time job that I do. I'll have an outreach team that does the other full time job that I do. And I'll have a legal team that takes care of all of that kind of stuff. But for now, it's just me, and I couldn't be happier, man. What I have to keep in mind is this is what I asked for. I can always go back to work, I can always go back to that 9 to 5 job, but I know after like a month, I'm just gonna have that same feeling in my heart and that same pull. And I just had to go for it, man. I still don't have the answers, and I might never have all the answers, but one day at a time, that's what this is all about. And just want to say thank you. If you're watching this and you've already helped out, it means the world to me. It's the reason I'm able to be up right now working on this. So thank you. And I don't know, man. That's what this video content is all about. I just want to show you what I'm up to every day. So this is the start of February 2nd, and I'll probably, get a little bit of sleep here, but we'll be back at it in about 6 hours, and I'll just have a slow morning and then get right back to it. So we'll see you soon.